Again, there's a certain point in the game to where you got to, trying to start getting the ball downfield and start pressing a little bit. And, right now we just, we got to do a little bit better job of putting them in the situations to, make sure they can make those plays in those situations.
It feels like you get a couple first downs in a row and then something happens with a penalty or a fumble. How do you manage from, I guess, not letting it avalanche with all those young guys on the offense?
It's challenging. Again, you see some of the flashes of what it can look like and what it should look like. Again, it's the consistency overall of making and finishing off those drives. And throughout the weeks, there's been, go back 2 weeks ago, penalties killed drives and really hurt us. They hurt us today and at times. And again, we got to do a much better job of staying poised in those situations and making sure we stay in front of the chain. We don't want to sit and have to be in third and long. And that's we've been in way too many third and long situations.
Can you expect, I guess, Jacoby played both ways today, but can you expect him to make a contribution at some point offensively this year, or is it something that he needs to find his side of the ball?
I've been happy with Jacoby. He's been working extremely hard, getting over there and learning as much as he can in a short amount of time, which is he's been working extremely hard off. Obviously, still needing him on the defensive side of the ball as well. So that's a very big challenge. But there's no doubt in my mind he's talented. He's a gifted athlete, and there's no doubt he could help us offensively. But again, at the end of the day, I don't make all those decisions and let it go from there. But I thought he's doing some good things throughout the week of practice.
How difficult is it to evaluate Michael given all the receivers he's down and the state of the O-line?
We're not going to make it. We're never going to make excuses. He's not going to make them, and I'm not going to make them for him. Again, we got to perform at a higher level, no matter who's in there, whether it's fifth-year senior or a true freshman. That's just part of the game, and that's the circumstances we have. So as soon as you start making excuses for yourself, it's going to be a long road. And so we just got to get better. We got to continue to improve and have a toughness, a mental toughness about our team that you got to block out the outside noise and continue to focus in on the one day getting better week of preparation.
How do you get that mental toughness and also finding that one receiver that you can count on from game to game? I mean, I know you got a ton of injuries of your main guys. Just finding that one guy you can depend on, two guys you can depend on.
Again, I think it's offensive as a whole, to be honest with you. It doesn't ever come down to one guy. It's never going to. It's not going to come down to one position group. It's not going to come down to one player. You got to play well as a group. And, until we can consistently get that done, this is what we are. And so, again, that starts with me. We got to do a better job of executing across the board for 4 quarters. And that's again, back to the drawing board and back to getting a day better. That's all. That's the mindset. I mean, that's how you build mental toughness. That's how you come out of these things, is sticking close together in that brotherhood and working hard together, having each other's back, and continuing to work hard.
There's some different wrinkles in today. Do you like the way that Michael's embraced that sprint draw concept, and is that something you can really build upon the second half of the season?
We'll see. Again, we were going to try to do some different things over the off week and try some different wrinkles. And if you look back, as I watched the tape and as I've kind of seen some of the tape, we didn't execute it great at times. At times we did. So it's definitely was a step in the right direction, but we'll kind of see. I think the biggest thing is with those young guys going out and finding the things that they really like, that they're really comfortable with, that they feel like they can execute at a high level, snap in and snap out no matter what. It's trying to, that's trying to find that piece. And it's a fine line because, you always got to present different ways and different areas and different ways to get to the things that they like. And so, but that's on me as a coach. I got to figure that out for them.
When did you feel like you guys just couldn't get something going on? Obviously, early in the game, it felt like you guys would get, like I said, first down here or there, and then maybe a 3-point, you missed your field goal on one of those turnovers.
Again, I thought even we had the crucial turnovers there in the first half, right before the half, was detrimental. But at the same time, coming into halftime and our conversations and everybody was good on a high level, and then you got to get some momentum coming out after half, and you got to move the chains. And when you do, you got to eventually start making those explosive plays. And we just weren't able to consistently drive the ball really the length of the field. And so we got to be much better in that area.
What did you think of the run game?
I'd have to look. I thought probably needed to hand the ball off a little bit more at times. When I look at the tape, but again, it's all the areas we got to be more consistent of. It's not just the run game; it's also the pass game. And so again, it's until I can look at it overall in depth. We'll see. But I think there's some flashes and some good things. We got to be more consistent overall.
How frustrating is it for you? Just
obviously, it's frustrating because we all hate to lose, right?
Yeah.
We're all competitors. The frustrating thing is the hard work you put in throughout the week, and for it not to flourish on game day is challenging.
But is it hard to I guess, get in a rhythm as a play caller with everything that's been going on?
Listen, I'm not. It is what it is. I mean, it's my job to get them in rhythm and get them in positions to make those plays. And again, it's always going to start with me. I'm never going to ever point my finger at another player or another coach. At the end of the day, I call the plays. I'm the leader of the offense, and so again, it starts with me, and I got to figure out a way to get them in those situations.